important is work-life balance in Japan and why?
Work-life balance in Japan is really important. It's probably not fully recognized at the moment, and I think one of the things that Japan struggles with is understanding that people's work-life balance needs change through their life.
What cultural barriers have you had to overcome to progress your career in Japan?
But I do have to say that in a lot of occasions that when I had to go to the industry events or the other company meetings, I found that I was the only woman in that whole audience. So I think there is still a lot more work to do. But I think, as we discussed before, like Abe and what the government is trying to do, I think there is a lot of hope in the future.
What advice can you give to women in Japan to raise their visibility and give them confidence to progress their career?
I think women should look for the things that they do the best and really invest and develop it further, because a lot of women who I met in Japan, they have talents that are hidden and they don't put it out so everybody can see and understand what they could do and add more value. So by doing that, increasing their visibility and also growing the company.
How can we engage board and leadership to better promote and develop the female talent pipeline?
There are a number of cultural aspects that work in the contrast of what we want to do with promoting women. So I think the biggest answer is about creating possibilities. About every aspect of the discussion being, have you considered working from home? Could you hotel work? What kind of flexible hours can we employ? And you just look at every one of the issues or situations and you get creative around all the different aspects. So instead of looking at, how many blockers are there, it's how many ideas can we get to work around those blockers and create an opportunity to really promote women and have them succeed as aggressively and as far as they'd like in their career.
What cultural barriers have you had to overcome to progress your career in Japan?
The cultural gap is that there's no incentive really to succeed or look upwards. There's so much hard work involved in terms of envy from other people, caring about taking all the work, also caring socially, the status, and it's so much easier not to look for career progression. So I think there's simply lack of incentive to build career here in Japan.
One example is that I'm so used to lady first culture, but in Japanese company there's no lady first culture, the men first. So there's a lot of shocking things happen. So based on those things, experience, it's very hard to show my ability, but it's important for the next generation that I keep working on and challenging to overcome those barriers.
What advice can you give women in Japan to raise their visibility and give them confidence to progress their career?
I think it's really about believing in themselves and believing what they can do and achieve. I think this is the most important element, especially in the Japanese society. And I think this is really what they would need to kind of conquer all the challenges they have